Good morning, my name is Chris and today I am at the airport about to take off and go on an adventure. Before I do, I wanted to come and talk to you because being here reminds me of something I read in a book once, which is that when an airplane takes off, it spends 90% of its journey being knocked off course by turbulence, by wind pressure, by things like that. And yet despite spending 90% of its journey off course, it still always gets to where it needs to be. It still always gets to its destination. And I absolutely love this. I've remembered this for years because it always reminds me that no matter what our goals may be, whether it is quitting smoking, getting sober, losing weight, saving money, whatever it may be, it is perfectly okay to be off course every now and again. It is perfectly okay to get knocked off track. It doesn't mean that we won't eventually get to where we're supposed to be going to. It doesn't mean that we won't get to where we're heading. We can have a relapse, we can get knocked back, we can suffer an upset, things can not go our way. It can seem like we're way off beam, like we're way off course. And yet we can still get back on track. An airplane spends 90% of its journey off course, and yet to get to its destination, it keeps making small, little, minor tweaks, small, little, minor adjustments to get back on course and get to where it's headed. And I love that too. It reminds me that when I do get back on, when I get knocked off course, if I do suffer a setback, if I do suffer a relapse, I can take small little steps to get myself back on course. If I've had a relapse and I'm smoking, then I can say, okay, what's the next step that I need to take to get myself back on course? Do I need to go and book an appointment to see my doctor to talk about smoking cessation? Do I need to go and pick up the Alan Carr book and read that? Do I need to phone a friend? What do I need to do? If I'm losing weight and I've just binged on a load of junk food, it's early morning, forgive me. If I'm losing weight and I've just binged on a load of junk food, I'm knocked off course. But I can think, okay, what's the small little action that I can take to start gradually getting myself back on course? Is it to go and throw the rest of the junk food out? Is it to go and buy healthy food? Is it to go and do just a small bit of exercise? And these small little steps that we take start to build, and we gain that momentum. And before we know it, whatever our goal is, we get back on course. I've got to go and catch my plane now, but it just reminded me that no matter what we're going through, when we do suffer a setback, we can always get back on course just by starting to take small little steps. So if you've been knocked off course recently, think about what's the small little action you can take today just to get back on track. I'm off to Germany. I will see you next time. Bye.